Global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned. Great people, welcome back to Global Happenings today. We're so excited to have you again. There is serious wahala, call it katakata, among the legal team of Nnamdi Kanu. And right now, the international lawyer of Nnamdi Kanu has sent a very strong letter to the person considered to be the lead counsel for Nnamdi Kanu's case, talking about Ifeanyi Ejiofor. You're going to hear what is about to happen to Ifeanyi Ejiofor and why Bruce Fein is giving him an instruction to leave the legal team of Nnamdi Kanu. But before we give you full details on this, we'd like to encourage you to please subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button and also on the bell icon so that you can get notification anytime we publish our videos. Now, according to the news, Bruce Fein, the American lawyer of the detained leader of indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, has written to Ifeanyi Ejiofor, a member of Kanu's legal team, urging him to immediately refrain from representing the agitator. In the letter obtained by Sahara Reporter, Fein noted that Ejiofor was not eligible to defend Kanu against the Nigerian government's amended charges in the court, citing a pending lawsuit instituted by a businessman against Ejiofor over an alleged fraud of 5.6 million naira. Fein pointed out that Ejiofor had a case to answer and that the allegations were not concocted by the Nigerian government to preempt his representation of Nnamdi Kanu. The American lawyer, however, urged Ejiofor to immediately withdraw from Kanu's legal team. The letter read thus: "How can you be blind to what all the world can see and understand? According to the public record, you have a blatant conflict of interest in representing Nnamdi Kanu to defend against the federal government of Nigeria's amended charges in the Federal High Court of Abuja, Abuja Judicial Division, holding in Abuja, charge number FHC/ABJ/CR/8383/2015 in violation of Rule 10 of the Nigerian Rule of Professional Conduct. The public record shows you have a conflicting interest to sabotage Nnamdi Kanu's defense in exchange for leniency or a pardon in the pending fraud prosecution against you in the FRN versus Ifeanyi Ejiofor and 20RS charge number CR950/2020, count number 3, FCT High Court, Maitama, before Honorable Justice M.E. Aneni. The next hearing in your prosecution is scheduled for March 30, 2022. The public record established that the fraud charges were not concocted by the FGN, that's the Federal Government of Nigeria, to preempt your representation of Nnamdi Kanu. The record shows the charges were triggered by a complaint from a private businessman with no political or otherwise or other ulterior motive to defame or handicap you, Okpala Commerce Ikechukwu. Among other things, he stated in a complaint to the Economic and Financial Crime Commission that you defrauded him of 5.6 million naira by conspiring to represent forged land or title document as authentic. Nothing in the public domain demonstrates that you share your conflict of interest with Nnamdi Kanu and receive his knowing and voluntary written consent to represent him, notwithstanding the conflict. You are saddled with a professional and personal duty to recuse yourself immediately from further representation of Nnamdi Kanu and to apologize for your neglect to do so earlier. As the Bible preaches, Matthew 6 verse 24, no one can serve two masters. I expect you to do the right thing. This is serious. this is really serious. This thing resurfaced on the social media some time ago, and I saw some court documents, and I read through the court document, and it was quite indicting, but just we had to let it go because he also had a duty of telling Nigerians what all of that was about. But after a while, I think Ifeanyi Ejiofor came up with a court order restraining the person from talking about such issue and all of that. But right now, based on what these guys have to say, it points to the fact that him still holding this case may translate to trouble in the future, and it may cause him to compromise at a point. I mean, it's quite a serious one, and this will go an extra mile to jeopardize the chances of anything happening positively. But however, Nigerians have spoken, support of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has also spoken. We are going to be looking at some of their reaction. This one says here, I do not support stealing, but because of an alleged 5 million plus fraud, Barrister Ejiofor, who had successfully defended Kanu before and got his release, even risked his life and lost people and property when security agencies attacked his house. You now question his integrity, true loyalty towards his client, and imply he cannot be trusted to maintain his legal oaths. Beside Mike Ezome, senior advocate of Nigeria, is now the lead counsel, whilst Barrister Ejiofor is only part of the legal team. What I see in all this is that there is money to be made, home and abroad, from representing Kanu, and this lawyer is interested in a bigger piece of the pie. Na him, American one, now represent Kanu in Nigeria court against Nigerian law, or him one replace Ejiofor in the defense team. If not for anything, Barrister Ejiofor experience and knowledge in previously successfully getting Kanu released is needed. I mean, this is a very serious issue. Another person here says, a criminal defending his criminal colleague. Another person here says that the public record shows you have a conflicting interest to sabotage Nnamdi Kanu's defense in exchange for leniency or a pardon in the pending fraud prosecution against you. You are saddled with a professional and personal duty to recourse yourself immediately. That was what Bruce Fenn said. And the person reacted and said, public records also show the judge that Judge Binta Nyako has conflicting interests to sabotage Nnamdi Kanu trial in exchange for leniency or pardon for her husband, Rev Admiral Murtala Nyako, who is facing multi-billion naira fraud charges by the same Nigerian government that his wife represents. That said, I have often called for the sacking of Ejiofor. I'll take that again. The person here says that I have often called for the sacking of Ifeanyi Ejiofor for more reasons than Mr. Bruce has stated above. Ejiofor is in this for personal aggrandizement and childish photo ops talk for much and opt for a lawyer. However, Bruce Fenn himself is clearly frustrated by the inability to meet with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and may be stirring up shit to use as an excuse to quit representing a client he has not been able to meet. Both should quit and save the brother $1 in legal fee. This person here says, inasmuch as I believe this was a set-up through a hatchet man petition, Ejiofor should, in the broader interest, recourse himself from Kanu's case and exonerate himself from that case or file a counter suit against the petitioner. This is why one must be watchful. Even as a lawyer, there has been failed assassination attempts on Ejiofor. Now they are using third-party hatchet men to get at him. I mean, all of these points to the fact that something is wrong somewhere. But I believe that a lot of you here who may likely have deeper details about this. Let's interact.